for joining us for today's video about learning dashboards. Have you ever wondered what to do with all the data that you collect from the end of training programs? For our first 8 years in business, we used to collect a huge amount of information from participants. And we never really knew how to collate that information and demonstrate it as meaningful results to our clients. So we used to love each individual story. And for us, if we'd had 100 people go through a training program, there were 100 success stories. And it was really difficult to bring that up into one story for the whole program. We were so passionate about every single success that every person had. We wanted to share those individually. Our clients needed us to be able to take the data and summarise it, so they could share it with key people within their business and the stakeholders from particular programs. We created the learning dashboards so that people could communicate the results across an organisation. And for some of our clients who are actually the training provider, so we go in to support the training provider, the dashboard gives them something to take to their internal stakeholders 2 or 3 months after the program, and to enable them to continue the conversation that they've started with the learning that they delivered. So talking you through the learning dashboards, I'll start with the first square in the top left-hand corner. And typically in this square we collect a lot of reaction data. So it's just very simple data as to whether the participants' expectations were met. Sometimes we include the Net Promoter Score if the company uses that as a KPI that they're used to. Or we might include to what level they're able to demonstrate the skill, what level they feel confident in summarising the key themes of the program to people. Again, just very simple level 1 data in this square. So if you're not familiar with the different levels of learning evaluation, to recap, level 1 is reaction, level 2 is what participants know, level 3 is what they do, level 4 is the impact that that has on the business, and level 5 is measuring the ROI. And if you need more information on that, please look at our other videos on learning evaluation. However, let's not get hung up on that today. We're talking about learning dashboards and how we collate that information. So in our second square on the learning dashboard, this is really capturing what areas are people inputting back into the business. So we actually look at the goals that they've set at the end of the training program and classify those goals into areas. And then we can create a pie chart that demonstrates which of the areas of the training program have been most popular in terms of implementation. So as an example, a client of ours had a 2-hour finance module in the middle of a 3-day sort of leadership program, and when we looked at it, such a small proportion of people were actually taking away the finance information and implementing it. They decided to reduce the 2 hours down to 1 hour and just give people a taster. So that information, collecting what people actually do and which areas they actually implement, can be useful in developing future programs, or indeed if it's a rollout impacting what's being done. Depending on what data is available from the client already, we'll use square 3 for different things. So for example, one of our clients recently wanted to evaluate the level that their leadership competencies had been impacted by the program. So in the follow-up survey, we actually listed the competencies and got people on a scale of 1 to 10 to confirm to what level they felt that competency had been affected by the program we ran. So it all depends what's important to the client as to what we put in this square 3. In this square, there's a couple of different things that we capture. Firstly, we could be asking the question on a scale of 0 to 5, what level did you implement your goals from the program? And then we also ask the question, what level do you think you would have implemented those goals without the follow-up? And this is the blue section of the graph, what level they met their objectives with the follow-up above, and what they think they would have done without the follow-up below. Alternatively, we can also create a section that actually looks at the particular goals, and on a scale of 0 to 10, what level did they implement these goals? Where were they at the beginning? So we have a lot of low scores, and then where have they got to by the end of the program? It may be that for some people shifting a goal from a 1 to a 3 is a really big achievement. For other people it's shifting it from a 1 to a 6 or a 1 to a 9. It's a person's individual scale of calibration that's important, and as long as they're moving in the right direction, we're pleased with the progress that they've made. Squares 5 and 6 are the final two on the learning dashboard, and they're my personal favourites. This is where you start to see the stories from the participants coming through. And to collect these, we ask the participants, what are the changes that you've put into place? And for the final square 6, what are the benefits this has brought to the business? Once we've actually collected all these phrases, we use a system called Wordle, which is www.wordle.net, and we can put all that information and all those comments into the system, and it will generate a word cloud. And so the more times a particular word is mentioned in the comments, the larger that word will be. And so you can imagine, once you have quite a few participants, those word clouds really start to become meaningful to the client, highlighting what people have either changed within their processes or their day-to-day, or the benefits that they've brought to the business. So the learning dashboards have been really valuable for our clients in that they can now go back to different parts of the business. And a lot of the time, I get the sense that people are excited now that they have a document that's really valuable to them, as well as knowing that the change has actually taken place and that fantastic training has been delivered. They've got something tangible they can show on the one-page dashboard. So to get this information, we quite simply sent out an online survey. Now, people are very familiar with SurveyMonkey, or we use our own in-house system that we've developed, but it's just really a tool for collecting forms and collecting information. So it's very simple to actually send out the questions to participants and get the information back and use it to create your own learning dashboards. So I challenge you to think about, what dashboards can you make? What's important to your internal clients? What do they need to see within your business? So if you'd like to call us to talk about learning dashboards, or to share with us the types of dashboards that you're using in your organisation, please do give us a ring here at Lever Learning. Look forward to hearing from you.